There we go. That is Flashfires with Circus Boy. Absolutely outstanding. What a tune. Definitely worth speeding that up for, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to go to advert break in a moment, but before we do, if you are listening to the show and you want to hear the show again, or if you haven't and you want to hear it again, you can find the show all over Spotify. We have the podcast that goes up on a Friday evening, around about 5:00ish. Also, we are on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Mixcloud, TuneIn, lots of really good streaming sites and probably a few not so good streaming sites, but we're on there anyway. Go and check us out. We're all over the place, or you can just find us on the website. But anyway, we're going to have a little advert break. We're back in 2. Don't go anywhere.
The Premium Blend Radio Show.
Right, this is the unreleased one from Audiokicks. Get this, Stuck on Repeat. There you go, that is Audiokicks with Stuck on Repeat, unreleased track, and Audiokicks are a three-piece indie alternative rock band who blend rhythmic riffs, soaring vocals with juicy, driving bass line into a powerful sound that always entertains.
Yes.
I think that's spot on. And with their cracking new track, Stuck on Repeat, is due to be released on the 9th of February. I can guarantee it will be stuck on repeat. Until then, you'll just have to listen to it via the podcast. Or I think I don't know if other shows are playing it, but... Yeah, I'm not going to talk about them, to be honest. But nice one, guys. Thank you very much for sending it over. Before we go back to the Grand Nowhere and find out what they do in dodgy recording studios, we have one more track to play. And this is a slightly political track, as it comes from Modern Family Unit, as it's something a little bit different. We welcome Modern Family Unit to the show. It's the first time I've actually played one of their tracks, and this track was only released on the 10th of January via Gas Records, and they describe themselves as somewhere between sort of Talking Heads and Chumbawamba, or Depeche Mode and Derek and Clive, for this sort of Manchester-based collective. An Idiot Box could possibly be the best political tune to come out of Manchester for the last 30 years. Sounds pretty good?
Yeah.
So this is Modern Family Unit and Idiot Box. There we go. That is Modern Family Unit with Idiot Box, and that caused a little bit of a stir in the studio because we don't think that is the best political track to come out of Manchester in the last 30 years, do we?
Wow. It was a good song. Yeah. It was a good song, but there's been a lot of good political music to come out of Manchester.
I would, yeah.
In 30 years.
Say, yeah, 30 years.
They're not quite there yet.
But it was a good song. It was
okay. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I like the Smiths more, personally.
Just as we're probably not, the top band of our generation, at this point in time.
But then would the Smiths come under 30 years? Because they would be almost 40 years.
Oh, yeah, they would be 40 years because they were 80s, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh. How to feel old in one sentence. Anyway, it's time to go back over to the live band. Obviously, you said in the last little bit, I do apologise, there's been a little bit of a gap But you said that you had a little story about a dodgy recording studio.
Mate. So this is like, it was when we first, because me and Ben started as like a two-piece.
Yeah, we were young and we were naive.
You and I started as like a two-piece.
We came to the city with big dreams.
It was when we'd first got in our first like drummer and bassist and like made it into a full band.
Yeah.
We had these 3 songs that we were going to record. So we decided to find a studio and record these tunes. Now, for anyone who has ever paid a producer and paid for studio time, what I'm about to say is already going to jump out at you. But I found this guy who was offering, he said we could do all 3 tracks in a day for 100 quid. Right? And I was like, well, yeah, of course we can. I would just,
yeah, let's do it. Yeah, why not? Special offer.
So we booked in, and then we went down to the marina. It was called Submarina Studio.
It was essentially an old like toilet block.
It was the old
underground.
Yeah, it was the old like public, which was not unfamiliar to us because we used to. God bless it. We used to rehearse in a place called Black Bunker. Which is
also a public toilet.
Yeah. By easy hours. By easy hours.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
The guy who runs that is actually a legend. Stuart.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Shout out. But so we booked to go into this Submarina place, and we went down there having no idea how to record in the studio or what it was going to be like, and then we got down there. It was just this really dodgy geezer. It was like. What's he said? Ben just at some point was like, "Oh, is that a sleeping bag?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, sometimes if it gets late, I'll just sleep down here."
I think the best bit of the story is that we came in, we recorded these songs, like it was sounding a little bit dodgy already. His software kept crashing. We didn't really know why. For this reason, because it was pirated. That was the reason. So basically, we come out, and it's been a pretty shoddy recording experience, as you can imagine. We came out, and we're like, okay, we'll probably get something from this. And I get a call from him, and he's like, so my system's crashed. I think it's because it's pirated. I've just been having all these like viruses, and like I don't know if I can get your stuff back. But like I'll see.
Well.
And
we just so naive.
Yeah, we were like, oh, okay, that's a shame.
Tell you what, mate, if you're ever listening, if I ever see you now, I want my 100 quid back.
Well, the thing that I found hilarious as well is after this all happened and he went off the grid, they closed down that studio, dodgy, and then he popped up again on Brighton Bands and Musicians page, which a while later. But he was like flogging, those. Have you ever seen those adverts for like people to go on cruise ships? But it was one of those really dodgy ones that was like, must be a lady, must be attractive, must be 20s to 30s, and he was getting absolutely slated for that. Yeah. I think it does.
That was our first harsh introduction
to the music business. Yeah,
that's a bit of an L.
It is a little bit. Yeah. So that was sleazy.
It was not good. It was not good at all.
And look how far you've come since then.
Wow.
Yeah, mate. We've recorded in real studios.
We have. Yeah, we've recorded
nice
in
people
at least 2 real studios.
An appropriate amount.
Well, on that note, I'm going to pass it over to you for your last live track.
Yeah, so this is one of the songs that we recorded that day in Submarina Studios.
This is actually,
I don't know, it's lost somewhere.
This is actually the first proper tune that Benj and I composed together.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's still one of our best.
I would agree with that. It's
called Medals.
It's called Medals.
A violent streak in the night, and if the worst were to come, would you say